We're now on the third part of our discussion on the four types of relations in the square of opposition. In our other whiteboards, we learned that contrary is the relationship between universal affirmative A and universal negative E propositions, while subcontrary is the relationship between particular affirmative I and particular negative O propositions. The pair of propositions both in contrary and subcontrary differ only in quality. That is, one is affirmative and the other negative. Now let's talk about subalternation. Subalternation is the relation between universal and particular propositions having the same quality. Hence, there are two pairs in subalternation, namely, universal affirmative to particular affirmative propositions and universal negative to particular negative propositions. Here are some examples. 1. All jasmine flowers are white. Some jasmine flowers are white. 2. Some students are brilliant. All students are brilliant. 3. No teachers are lazy. Some teachers are not lazy. And 4. Some fruits are not delicious. No fruits are delicious. Now let's proceed in discussing the rules in subalternation. If the universal is true, then the particular is true. If the universal is false, then the particular is doubtful. If the particular is true, then the universal is doubtful. And if the particular is false, then the universal is false. Let us consider again the examples mentioned earlier and assign truth value to them. If we assume that the proposition all jasmine flowers are white is true, then its subaltern some jasmine flowers are white is absolutely true. As we can see, the truth of the universal affects the truth of the particular. Thus, if it is true that all jasmine flowers are white, then it is impossible for at least one of the jasmine flowers to be not white. Hence, some jasmine flowers are white is absolutely true. If we assume that the proposition no teachers are lazy is false, then its subaltern some teachers are not lazy is doubtful, in the sense that it can either be true or false. Now, if we assume that the proposition some fruits are not delicious is true, then its supra-altern no fruits are delicious is doubtful, because it can either be true or false. That is, it is possible that all fruits are not delicious is true, and it is also possible that all fruits are not delicious is false. However, if we assume that the proposition some fruits are not delicious is false, then its supra-altern no fruits are delicious must be false. As we can see, the falsity of the particular affects the falsity of the universal. Indeed, if the particular is false, then it is impossible for the universal to be true. It should be false. That's it for now. Thanks for visiting us today for another whiteboard discussion here at PHILO-notes. Full transcript of this video is available at PHILO-notes.com. And to keep you updated of our newest videos, simply click here and subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. Thanks! Take care!